and children still awaiting rescue. The Nigerian media is issuing a desperate plea to the government, humanitarian organizations, international actors, and citizens across the nation. Step in now, before it's too late. For more information on how you can help, contact Professor Usman A. Tar, the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Internal Security, Borno State, on 0809-233-3955. Every second counts.
This is powered by Atlantic Television Network.
And now the news in details. Let's delve into Africa. Militants fighting in Burkina Faso are discreetly using Ghana's north as a logistical and medical rare base to sustain their insurgency. 7 sources told newsmen, a move that could help them expand their footprint in West Africa. The sources, who include Ghanaian security officials and regional diplomats, said Ghanaian authorities appeared to be mostly turning a blind eye to the insurgents crossing over the neighboring Burkina Faso to stock up on food, fuel, and even explosives, as well as getting injured fighters treated in hospital. But they say that approach, while so far sparing Ghana from put down roots in the country and recruiting some marginalized local communities. Ghana shares a 600-kilometer border with Burkina Faso, the country at the heart of an insurgency that has killed thousands, displaced millions, and, according to some experts, turned the Sahel region into the epicenter of global terrorism as factions loyal to Al-Qaeda and Daesh expand their presence. Burkina Faso has lost control of over half its territory as a pro-Al-Qaeda group known as JNIM gained ground. A JNIM leader this week told French broadcasters RFI that it was aiming to push into Ghana, Togo, and Benin. Unlike Benin and Togo, Ghana has not suffered a major attack. Mali has accused Barrick Gold of failing to abide by commitments made in a recent agreement, charges the Canadian miner denied on Thursday, saying it did not accept any claims of wrongdoing. Barrick, the world's second-largest gold miner, announced on September 30th that it had agreed with the government to resolve disputes over the Lulo and Gunkoto gold mines, days after Malian authorities briefly detained 4 Malian staff working for the company. But in a joint statement dated October 23rd, Mali's Economy and Mines Ministry said Barrick had not honored the commitments to which it subscribed in the agreement. Without sharing further details, the ministry said the breaches included those relating to environmental and corporate social responsibility and foreign exchange rules. They say there were serious risks to the group's continued operations in Mali. One of those operation licenses expired at the beginning of 2026. The Malian government has decided to draw all legal consequences arising from the actions taken by Barrick Gold, they said. In response, Barrick denied the allegations and said since September 30th that it had been actively engaged with the government to reach a settlement that would include an increase in the state's share of economic benefits from the Lolo-Gunkoto complex. While Barrick does not accept any claims of wrongdoing, it has chosen to act in good faith as a long-standing partner of Mali, it said in its statement, adding that the company had paid the government $85 million in early October in the context of ongoing negotiations. Earlier this month, the sources told newsmen that Mali's military government was seeking at least 30 billion francs CFA in outstanding taxes and dividends from Barrick. Asked to comment at the time, a Barrick spokesperson said the company was still in the process of negotiation. The demands on Barrick follow an audit of mining contracts last year and a subsequent push by the junta to renegotiate existing agreements with foreign mining firms aimed at channeling a greater share of revenues into state coffers through a new mining code. Democratic Republic of Congo President Felix Tshisekedi has announced plans to establish a commission to explore revisions to the country's constitution, potentially removing term limits and paving the way for his pursuit of a third term. Tshisekedi's decision to address the contentious issues of constitutional reform and presidential term limits risks pushing the mineral-rich nation, which has endured decades of conflict, into further political crisis and unrest. Tshisekedi was sworn into office in January after a contested re-election in December for a second and final term. On Wednesday, he set out plans to look at revising the constitution, saying the current constitution ratified by a referendum in 2005 does not align with the country's current realities. You've heard about a potential change to the constitution. We should not be afraid that this subject will be addressed, Tshisekedi told supporters in Kisangani, adding that he plans to set up a commission to start work on the issues next year. This story of 2 terms that the current constitution requires, the people must decide if they want us to change, he said. Tshisekedi also suggested that those who disagreed with this decision were using the issue to divide the nation. Opposition political leaders in Congo see Tshisekedi's move as a strategy to prolong his tenure, mirroring similar actions taken in other African countries like Guinea under former President Alpha Condé and Cameroon under President Paul Biya by changing the rules of the game to stay in power. The current to prolong its political survival to the detriment of the people's legitimate aspirations for fair, transparent governance, opposition leader Claudel Lubaya told newsmen. Another opposition leader, Moise Katumbi, who was the runner-up in the disputed December election, told newsmen that the constitution will remain unchanged because the Congolese people approved it. Congo's problem is bad governance, not the constitution, Katumba said. Mozambique's ruling party, Frelimo, has retained power in his month national election, extending its 5-decade rule in the southern African state as the opposition accused it of fraud. Frelimo's Daniel Chapo, 47 years old, will succeed President Filipe Nyusi to become Mozambique's 5th president since its independence from Portugal in 1975. Nyusi is stepping down after serving the maximum 2 terms. Chapo won over 70% of votes, the Electoral Commission said on Thursday. Venancio Mondlane, backed by the Podemos party, came second with